One of the biggest, most talked about things in music right now is AI, mostly about generative AI, but there's also a bunch of AI tools as well. So not just like creating music, but tools to aid in creating music. And one of the tools I've seen around the most is Sauceware Audio Spawn. From what I've seen, it looks like a tool that can create Midi and also choose the sound that's playing the Midi based on your preferences. What we're gonna do is we're gonna check out Spawn, make something from scratch, and see how it is. Not sponsored, by the way. I did get it sent to me for free, but they have no say on what I can or cannot say in this video. Let's get to it. All right, so here we are in Spawn. You gotta go up here. All right, so over here, you got your models, and this is where you choose what you want it to be, generate based off of. So for us, we're gonna go with the trap. Actually, let's do melodic rap. Let's go keys, analog, and I think we're gonna just do that for now. Let's change it to C minor, and let's spawn. So as you can see, it gave us this MIDI. It also chose our sounds. But the thing is, you can always change the sounds. If you go over here, you can drag the MIDI into your session. This turns on instrument mode, which means you can play it as an instrument. It won't read the MIDI that's inside the thing. And doesn't just generate one MIDI, it generates a couple. So you can go through them and see which one you like. So let's go through some more. All right, there's some good melodies in there, but I don't want to just generate off one thing and then just go with it. So let's try something else. Let's go into the trap now, and let's do a synth key, make it ambient, and let's make it simple. I don't want some crazy stuff. Let's spawn it. This is tough. Let's go back. Yeah, we definitely gotta use this one. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make two tracks. This first track that we're about to make with this, I'm gonna mainly use the generated idea and tweak it. While as the second one, I'm gonna use only like a piece of the idea, like a good way to get it started, because as you can hear, there's actually 3 sounds going on right now. You got your bass, which is these pink notes, right? And then you got your chords and your melody. So they're all attached to this one MIDI, right? So the way that Spawn is set up is that across your keyboard, 3 different sounds in one. So if I play in the higher notes on my keyboard, my MIDI keyboard, it'll play that third instrument. If I go low, it plays that low instrument, usually the bass sound in the middle. So you can actually manipulate this MIDI. For example, I can actually just move notes straight up in the MIDI itself before dragging it out. Or I can get rid of certain melodies. So I want to get rid of this. Now I only have the orange and the pink playing. And you can obviously do that with anything. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then of course you want more space, you can go here and just really look at it. You can customize each of these sounds as well. So if you go to this tab here, as you can see, you have your 3 different sounds, right? And all 3 of these sounds are in the sound set. So if I change my sound set, which is this preset right here, it'll change all my sounds. But you don't have to follow the sound set. Let's go back to our old one. Let's say, okay, I actually don't want those bells. Let's go to the melody, go to bell. Let's change the bell sound. So those are some of the bell sounds. Let's go back to this. Let's actually go to the Space Echo vibraphone. So now my melody has changed, but my chords and bass still use the same sounds. Let's change the chords. Let's go into keys. Let's see what we got. Actually, I'm gonna solo it. I'm gonna get rid of these. I just wanna hear it by itself. Oh wait, I'm in bass right now, hold on. I like that. As you see, there's a lot of different types of sounds. There's a lot of presets. So if you need to like really dial in that sound without just flipping through some sounds, you got your filters over here. But I like this Dreams. Let's go with Dreams. Bring the bass back. And the melody. Now let's change this bass. Let's get something more aggressive. I like this, but I want that bass to be longer. So what I'm gonna do is, come down here, extend this note. And this one as well. Boom. I want another note here. So I just double click. Now let's move it. Let's do like a G. And then extend this one out. You can also mix them here too. So if you want the melody a little quieter. Now let's go back to that main page. So here we actually have like an XY pad. If you go up and down, you change the pitch. And if you go left and right, it's effects. We got dry, wet, left and right, but let's go back to the middle. And we're gonna drag this into the session. All right, so I took the MIDI and I split it up into its different things so I could have different tracks. This is just for the sake of arrangement. So I had the bass on its own track, the keys on its own track, and the bells on its own track. So the way I did that was I just duplicated it twice, took that original MIDI and then just deleted the other sections. Now I'm gonna go into this right here. I actually don't want this here, I just want it to go like this. Just because I wanted to make it feel a little more sparse. So I like that it's pretty customizable. While yes, I did generate this, I kind of made it my own just by changing some notes, changing the sounds itself. To be honest, this isn't how I would use this tool myself. I'll do that in the next track where I pretty much just take like one piece from it and build off that and make it really my own. But even if you do take it from the way it is generated and customize it, it still becomes definitely more unique. Let's just finish this one up real quick and throw in some drums. All right, that's gonna be it for that one. Let's do another one. All right, for this one, we're gonna keep the Spawn original. Let's do a synth pad, ambient, analog, deep. Yeah, that's good. Let's change this to A minor and Spawn. Let's get it. I just want some chords, but let's keep looking. I don't want no top line melodies. Not really feeling these. wish there was a way I could just do chords. I wonder if there is, and I just don't know how to do it. That would be a nice feature. Let's run another one. Same thing though. Ooh, I like this one immediately. I'm gonna drag this in, and now let's work with this. Get rid of these, and then bring these notes down. Now, this is what I think Spawn is great for. Getting like a little idea there and then building on it yourself. So let's add some stuff to this. So that's the it's not quite right lead, but let's go through a couple more leads. I started from the bottom of the presets. That's how I found that one. Ooh. Was that supposed to start from the bottom? Why is the singer 1 below singer 2? I think we're gonna stay with this not quite right. But that mono singer 1 is crazy. A little too spacey, I think, though, for this track. Let's go with that. Let's get a bass. And this bass is the plucky bass. Fire. Let me show you guys a couple more of the basses. I start from the bottom from this one as well. I like that. I feel like for what I was going for, that plucky bass is perfect. Yeah. Honestly, we can just throw on some drums now. Alright, I think that's fine for that track. Super simple. It's funny because I've actually had people ask me why my beats on my plugin videos are so much more simple compared to, you know, my other videos that aren't like plugin based videos or my live streams. And that's because when I'm showing off an instrument plugin, I want to show off the instrument plugin itself, not any techniques that I do or anything like that. I want to show you guys what it sounds like straight out of the box, hearing the sounds. I never process any of these sounds. I don't put any external plugins on them. The most I'll do sometimes is I'll put like an EQ on it, but most of the time not even that. So let's take a look at Spawn real quick. You know, we looked at a lot of things you can do with it, but there are some things that we didn't touch upon. For example, the effects. Each preset has their own different effects that you can go into and tweak. Same with amps and filters. You can even half speed some stuff. As a built-in halftime, you can put it on certain things. You can also export it as a WAV file instead of MIDI. Oh wait, I completely missed the fact you can solo the layer instead of what I did, which was turn these off. I guess there's an S here for solo. You can solo each said layer. You don't have to do it the way I did it. Much faster this way. Another cool thing you can do is that you can load your own VSTs. So if you don't like the sounds in Spawn or you want to use your own sounds, you can. So you just go here and you just go to your thing. Let's open up Analog Lab and bam. Now Analog Lab is inside Spawn. So the sound is coming from Analog Lab is in Spawn. So let's click play on this. So, 'cause, 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 ' So I put it on, I shouldn't have put it on the bass, but let's switch it, let's switch it. You can go through some sounds here. Let's click some stuff. You can make your own sound set using your own VSTs. You can use any sounds you want using the power of Spawn's Midi and its built-in effects. So that's my look into Spawn. I think it's a really good plugin. Because everyone's so focused on the MIDI generator, no one really talks about the sounds. I think the built-in sounds are really good. While going through the sounds, there's a lot of sounds that I would definitely use. So if you don't want to use that MIDI generator, you could just use it as an instrument. Although I don't know if I would buy it for just the sounds. Definitely the main selling point is the MIDI generator, which does sound really good. It gave out pretty solid ideas almost every time. There were some that weren't really that good in my opinion, or some that like had a nice top line but I didn't really like the chords. But for the most part, it's super solid. I do wish there were more filtering options, especially in this character section, or even at a separate section. You know, you can just do chord progression, or you only want a top line instead of getting a top line, chord progression, and a bass line every time. I wish that, you know, there was an option where you could just pick one. Also, keep in mind, this is definitely a hip-hop based instrument. I saw that they have been adding some of these models with updates. So when this first released, they didn't have all 5 of these models. So I'm sure they will add some other ones. As this thing gets more updates, it will get better and better. I think the best use of this plugin is being an idea starter. You know, if you don't know where you really want to go with something, but you kind of have a vibe you want to go for, you just generate something and then tweak it. And super customizable, which is very important in a plugin like this, because you don't want to be out here making the same thing as other people. So if you like what you heard, you like what you saw, and you like the concept of the plugin, I definitely recommend checking it out. Link in description. But that's me for this one. If you like the beats, like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think. Subscribe for more videos, and be sure to check me out on my social medias and my music on all platforms as well. All linked down below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
They don't know what it takes for you to chase your dreams. All these sacrifices, don't know what it brings. This just feels so right, yeah. This just feels so right, feels so